Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're returning, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up afterwards, and now let's get it. So these are the ingredients we have today for my stuffed chicken breast. These are the ingredients I have on hand. I have my cream cheese already softened. It's been sitting out. It's at room temperature. Got cheddar cheese, and I have ranch. And this is the mixture that we'll have. I think stuffed chicken is so fun to do because you can stuff it with whatever you like. This just happened to be what I have today. I really kind of wish I had some spinach. You could put bacon, you could put mushrooms. I mean, it's endless things you can do with stuffed chicken, but I think it's a really good dish to fix, like when you're trying to be cute and fancy or something. You have some company. It's a real good date night dish, or just because you're a foodie and you love good food. It's so delicious. So I'm starting off with just 1 ounce, 1 package of cream cheese, a couple of handfuls of sharp cheddar. I think it pairs well together. You can do as much cheese as you like. The chicken breast I'm using is pretty big, so. And so to that, like I said, add what you like. The ranch, I put some ranch seasoning in there. That is so good and flavorful. It just makes this stuffing so delicious. But you can build your flavors to your liking. I'm just going to add some black pepper in here and some chicken bouillon. Oh, and some green onions. That always kicks it up a notch. So just, this ain't nothing but cheese, so you could just taste your filling and see how it tastes. And if it's not to your liking, add whatever you want. So I'm adding a little bit more ranch. Add some green onions. Listen, for those of you who don't like onions, I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with y'all taste buds, but them green onions and scallions and stuff just takes it up to a whole nother notch for me. Even though the cream cheese is softened, you know it's really thick, so you gotta put a little muscle in it when you're stirring it up. This is my favorite chicken bouillon. This is by North. You see me using this and everything. It makes everything so flavorful. So that's about done. So the filling is done. So now that you got that done, you can set that to the side, put it back in the refrigerator so it can, kind of firm up again. And now I have 2 chicken breasts. I've already washed and cleaned them. I have the paper towel down just to make sure I don't have any excess water on the chicken breast, because I want the outside to brown well. These chicken breasts are huge, you guys. So I'm gonna cut it the traditional way. You know how you stuff chicken. Well, everybody don't stuff chicken, but you want to make a slit. Get you a knife. Make sure your knife is sharp, and you want to make you a slit. Well, actually, I'm gonna do it this way first. Now, I don't usually cut my chicken like this, but I'm going to make a pocket on the top because I seen somebody else doing it like that, and I think I like that way better. Make sure you don't go all the way down to the bottom, because you don't want to have an opening at the bottom. And then you want to, on the side of it, you want to slit just a little bit. Go as far or as deep as you want to without actually opening the whole chicken on both sides. And look how much room you have inside of the chicken. The reason I did it like this because I just feel like, you know how when you stuffing chicken and you have it oozing out the sides sometimes? I just want to see how it does if I, put the opening at the top of the chicken. And I'm looking at it, this will actually be a nice little fun thing to do for like holidays or something. Say, so you don't have a big crowd, or even if you do have a big crowd, you can stuff this with a lot of stuff. Oh my God. You can put like dressing in here, wild rice, broccoli, put all kind of stuff in there if you cut it like that. I mean, you could do it the other way too, but that gives you a lot of room, a lot of ways to play with that. Anyway, so this is the traditional way I usually stuff my chicken. Just cut make another pocket on the side, and you don't want to open it all the way up. You just want to cut it enough to stuff whatever you have to stuff in there. And you just want to take your time not to open it all the way back. These chickens is so big. I actually could have, I'm thinking like maybe I could have split these breasts in two, flatten them out and then like did like a roll up type chicken. You know what? I'm gonna try that next time. Cause these are so huge, and I didn't pound these out at all. Okay, so I pulled my stuffing back out, and with these, because we are filling the season so well, you don't need to really season the inside of your chicken. I mean, unless you just, want to. You don't really need to do that, though, because there's plenty of seasoning inside of the stuffing. So we're just going to stuff it as much as you like. You see how it firmed up on me? Wow, and look how much fits in there. Oh, wow, this is going to be so good. Ooh, this is going to be so good. I can't wait to eat it. Y'all, I really wish I had spinach and mushrooms. But it's fine. Look how much room you have in there. Like, you can really... That's going to be a nice little presentation. And you guys want to be careful if when you're using, because it's going to be a little filling left over, but because I'm not using this filling for anything else. If I would have had some leftover mushrooms or some mushroom caps, I would have put the filling inside some mushrooms or something, but I don't. I'm just going to probably discard this filling. But you want to be careful, using poetry instead of dipping your spoon back in. That's gonna be good. So now I know with these, especially with this one on the side, it's going to be a little bit oozing out. So I have some toothpicks that I'm going to place inside of the chicken just to close it up a little bit. You put as many toothpicks as you would like to put in to close your seam up. I don't know why I always pat my meat. I be patting my meat like that's my baby. So just add your little oil on it. I always like to put a little oil on it before it can brown, and right before I season it, put your little oil on there, and then season it with whatever you like, your favorite seasons. Of course, I'm using onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, paprika. Use whatever you like. I think I used Tony's Creole seasoning as well. And you wanna season it pretty good because these breasts are very big, so you wanna season it well. And of course, you know I like a little kick, so I'm using some crushed red pepper flakes because I like my stuff spicy. Just give this a little flip and repeat. Do the same thing on this side. Now you see on the back of here, it looked like I cut a little bit too far. You can see the cream cheese peeking out a little bit at the bottom part. That's okay. If you want to, you could put another little piece of a toothpick through that little part to kind of secure it. You could flap that little part over, but it's fine. That's what I'm saying. You gotta like really feel around your chicken breast because you know the chicken breast already be kind of cut awkward once they didn't cut it off the bone. So you gotta really be careful with the opening of the chicken breast if you don't want to lose a lot of filling. You know, next time I think I'm gonna try to do this with the bone in, because the bone give it a lot of flavor. I'm gonna do it with the bone in and the skin on, because I think that's how they serve their chicken. They stuff chicken at Roof Chris. They don't be boneless, but anyway. So I like to let my seasoning sit and marinate. So you can put these back in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna cover these up with some saran wrap. At least, you know, let it marinate for at least an hour to overnight. And I think I'm going to leave mine in for a couple of hours while I just clean up the kitchen or something. Because I'm so pumped about eating these. So they've been sitting in the fridge. Now let's just unravel them. And get these boys into my... Now this the only thing. Now this is I haven't made this before in the air fryer. I always cook them in the oven. Like I always use it, like saute it on the stove top and then put it in the oven. But this is gonna be my first time using it in the air fryer, so we're gonna see how it do. And I'm trying to debate if they're both going to fit in here. So that's why I got this wrapping. So I was thinking like maybe I can layer it some kind of way. Like one at the bottom, one at the top. I guess you could do it like that. But then like I don't know if it's going to, the top part is going to brown too fast or what. I don't know. We'll just have to, these are some huge chicken breasts. I'm going to preheat the air fryer to 375. Preheat it the same way you would do your oven. You want to get it going first. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to put some toothpicks in the top of this as well because I'm going to flip these. I'm going to flip these. Matter of fact, I'm going to start off with this. Start cooking it on the bottom, the top part first. Throw a couple of toothpicks in here too. Like if I was using my oven, I wouldn't, you know, probably do any turning over because this air fryer, I just think I need to flip it a couple of times in the air fryer. Hopefully that keeps that filling in as much as possible because it's a lot of filling in that one. Just gonna use a little spray oil on the top. I know I put oil on it before, but I'm just adding a little extra oil on the top so that they can brown well. So we got this preheated. We're just gonna spray that with a little bit of oil on the inside, and then we're gonna put this chicken breast in there. Oh, my camera didn't fail. I am so sorry. So sorry. Okay, so they both fit in here. I'm surprised, actually. This little pan is really big. I'm gonna put this seam down first. I'll probably cook it for 15 minutes, then check on it and flip it or something. So okay, they both fit. I didn't even need the other rack. This is how it looks. Kind of a tight fit, but you know, it should shrink up a little bit as it cooks. So let's pop this in, and we're gonna put it at 375. We're gonna start off for 20 minutes, and we'll see. Maybe at the 15 minute mark, we'll check on it. Meanwhile, gotta have a little broccoli on the side. Now I usually will have some potato or rice to kind of start with, because that chicken. My camera just keeps dropping. Anyway, because the chicken is so decadent with all that cheese, I feel a little guilty if I had like a starchy potato or rice or pasta on the side. So we're just gonna go with these fresh broccoli florets. I don't always buy the whole broccoli. I get the frozen ones in the bag, but with these, you know, you can control the how much stem you get. And you know what, you guys, you don't have to throw these big giant chunks of stems away. You can actually freeze them and use it for like stews or whatever. Soups and stews for flavor. Also like shred it down and like put it in like a salad or something, just to add a little extra flavor. Of course I gotta have a little garlic. So I'm just gonna quickly throw my 2 cloves of garlic in the water, just to get the water a little bit of flavor for the broccoli. Then I'm gonna boil my broccoli.
Oh shit!
Oh shoot! Didn't mean for that to happen. This little broccoli cubed out. Something catch on fire. So yeah, I'm just gonna blanch it real quick because I want it to stay pretty and green. So I'm just gonna throw it in this boiling water just for a few minutes, like maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll drain that, and then we'll saute it. Ain't that so pretty? I love different colors of food. I'm just crazy. I love seeing vibrant colors. It just makes me want to eat. You guys, it really is a blessing to be able to go to the grocery store. You take those things for granted and just pick whatever you want. You know what I mean? Because like, what if you just had the same thing to eat every day? What if God made the same type of food all the time? We take things for granted. We got a variety of things, and that's not, everybody don't have that. A good God Almighty. Look at this. If y'all could smell what it smells like up in here. Let's get, oh, see the cheese seeping out a little bit. Not so much. We don't have, look, I got more cheese in this one. You see how deep, that's because my pocket is deep on the other one. The pocket I made is real deep, so the cheese even come out on this side. So now we got them flipped. Let's put that back in there. We got 4 minutes left on there. We're going to let that go 4 minutes and see what happens. It smells so good. Here. Oh, that's done. Let's pull it out. Let's pull it out. Yes, ma'am. I'm about to. Ooh, that feels done. That's done. For those of you who haven't been cooking that long, get you a thermometer, temperature gauge, whatever you call them things that you stick in the meat. I pretty much know when my meat is done, and I really feel like it's done, but I'm going to put it in just for another, like maybe 5 minutes or so, just to make sure. Just another 5 minutes. 5 minutes while I go over here and saute this broccoli. So to another saute pan, I didn't empty, drain the broccoli. In this saute pan, I'm going to add onions. You don't have to add onions to yours, but I just like the flavor of it. I'm going to add onions and put the garlic in there and saute that up a little bit. And then throw my broccoli back in there. I don't like my broccoli. A lot of people, I grew up with eating real soft broccoli, which is still delicious, but I like my broccoli with a little crunch to it still. I like my vegetables to still have a little crunch to them. So I'm not going to even cook these long. I'm just going to saute them real quick so that they can get the flavor of the onions and the garlic. See how I'm mashing the garlic just to make sure I get all that yummy flavor from the inside. Give that a little twirl. It smells so good. You just want to keep sauteing these until it gets a little soft, until the onion is softened a little bit. You want to throw that pretty broccoli back in there. Season it however you like. I'm just going to use salt and pepper. See how the broccoli is still super green and pretty versus when you boil them and they turn like a gray looking green. I like my vegetables to still be vibrant with its color because I feel like all the nutrients still in there popping, you know? So anyway, this chicken is done. Ooh. I'm gonna eat this one first. Ooh, wait. Let me eat this one first. This is a big piece of chicken. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to eat it all. Anyway, it's done. Let me plate up so y'all can see how this looks. Don't forget to remove your toothpicks. Man, this camera just keep falling. Y'all excuse me. I just need to get some new equipment straight up. Okay, so I didn't remove my toothpicks. I'm just gonna plate up and take some pictures for Instagram. But look at that chicken, it came out so juicy. However, I really didn't need that last 5 minutes. So you could just actually do 20 to 25 minutes with this chicken and you would have been all good because that cheese kept it nice and moist. Anyway, play with it, have a good time, stuff it with whatever you like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and please come again.